Good morning class. Welcome back in online teaching learning process. In the previous class we have learned about the communications, the different elements of communication cycle, different types of communications, and as I told you earlier that we will explain all those different types of the communication in an explanatory way. Then look today here, as we know that different types of communication is there. The first one is the verbal communications. Now what do you mean by the verbal communication? It is, I left it over here, maybe it is in the different color, that's why it is not looking, it is in white color. It is the common method of communication that enables direct understanding and intact interpretation. Verbal communications, it is a, as I told you earlier, it is a one type of the common communications method which we are used, that is in the oral form or written form. It is of the two type. See here, spoken communication or the oral communication, and the written communication. Oral communications, that you speak verbally, that when the communication is established through the telephone conversations or by face-to-face talking, that is called as an spoken communication or an oral communication. Written communication, when the communication is made with the help of the written or typed message, that is via with the help of email or SMS, such type of communication is called as written communications. Next, the advantage of verbal communications. It is the fast method of the communication. It provides you to get the quick response because it is a real-time communications. That's why you get a quick response also. It is called as a two-way communication also. It enables to understand the mood of the another person. When you are talking face to face, you can understand the mood and emotion of that person's. It looks more reliable than other conventional method of the communications. The speaker and the listeners may keep changing reply one after the another as it is a real communications. When you are talking face to face, you can change the reply at the real time. These are the advantage of verbal communication. Next, the 3P method is very helpful things to mold yourself as a effective speaker. As I told you earlier that we have one when we speak in the front of the audience is called as public speaking. Now when you have public speaking, when you perform the public speaking, there are three methods to be an effective speaker, that is prepare, practice and perform. Before you speak in front of the public, you need to prepare the topic. Like I am speaking over here, I have prepared this topic earlier so that I can speak in front of you. So you need to prepare first. When you speak in the front of the audience, you need to prepare your topic. You need to think about that points so that everyone love to listen you. Next, you need to do the practice work. Try to practice reading the content before a mirror and make sure to maintain a proper pace while reading it. It means that when you speak in the front of the public, you need to prepare also so that you can maintain a pace. Pace means that how you are speaking, fast or slow, that pace you need to maintain. That's why you need to prepare your content before a mirror. Next, perform. Before speaking on stage, make yourself comfortable and stay relaxed. When you need to perform, you need to remain relaxed, comfortable, and take a deep breath. Here a spelling of breathe is wrong, es will be over there, and start speaking. This is called as the 3P method, that is 3 times P is there, P P P. That's why it is called as 3P's method, that is public speaking. You in the top you just write the public speaking also. I have forgot to write over there. In the top of 3P, here above this you just write public speaking. Next, non-verbal communication. It is another method of the communication, that is the non-verbal communication, where we are not using any written or oral communications. Here we are using the gestures, our body language, symbol, gestures mean the body language, eye contact, handshake, facial expressions. This type of communication is called as non-verbal communications. Non-verbal comes, for example, the hand movement, that is called as the gesture. Raising a hand to greet, when you wish someone, shake hand. Pointing your finger, you point your finger when you feel anger. Expression, you smile, happy, feel sad, and when you are upset. These are expressions. These are one of the examples of non-verbal communication. Next, disadvantage of the verbal communication. What are the disadvantages of verbal communication? It failed to fill the gap of cultural difference between the sender and receiver if there is language barrier. Language barrier means if the two people are communicating with each other and they have both know the different language, then there will be a language gap. That is called as the language barrier. The different language spoken all over the world. We know that in our world different types of the language are spoken. The different languages spoken all over the world have different accents and uses. Different colloquial phrases are there. Means the different types of phrases we are using. That is called as the muhabra, which causes confusion in the receiver minds. It means that we will not able to understand. As there is not much of the time the delivery may be misinterpreted, there is much more of the time the delivery may be misinterpreted if the receiver does not understand instantaneously. If the receiver will not able to understand at the same moment of the time, then there will be a misinterpret of the language. It means that if the receiver will not understand the symbol gesture, then the receiver will understand some another thing. He will create some type of the confusions in his mind. Okay, these are the disadvantage of verbal communication. Next, types of non-verbal communication. There are different types of non-verbal communication. That is the facial expression, posture, gesture of the body language, touch by using of the handshakes, patting in the back when you do some good things. Your parents pat at your back. That is non-verbal type of the communications. It comes under touch. Space. Whenever you are talking with the two persons, you need to maintain some space between their. Paralanguage. Paralanguage means the language when you are using, means if you are getting angry, you are showing different types of emotions. That is called as the paralanguage. I hope that you have understand the types of the non-verbal communication. There are 6 types of the non-verbal communication. In this figure also the same thing is shown over there. Non-verbal communication: gesture, posture, touch, eye contact, paralanguage, and expressions. That is the facial expression. Next, I have given you some of the exercise. This is exercise number 2. Answer the following questions. What is verbal communications? What are its advantages and disadvantages? You need to write. In this video tutorial, I have explained you about the verbal communications, advantages and disadvantages both. What are the types of the non-verbal communications that you need to explain? You need to cite short notes on the public speaking and visual communication. Okay, thank you very much. See you in the next video tutorial. If you are having any problem, feel to ask any query. See you next in another class.